On the 17th of June 2023, in Kinshasa, in DRC, during the 20th anniversary celebration of OAFLAD, the Organization of African First Ladies for Development and Partners launched the hashtag We Are Equal, a year-long campaign that calls for urgent action to advance gender equity and close the gender gaps in Africa. OAFLAD is committed to driving sustainable change and building a prosperous, equitable Africa that leaves no one behind. But the unifying campaign seeks to leverage the collective voices of African First Ladies through national launches expected to cover the entire continent of Africa. Hashtag We Are Equal focuses on 4 campaign pillars. The first one being health, the second one being gender-based violence, the third one education, and the last one economic empowerment. Jane Masisi, the First Lady of the Republic of Botswana, as a member of OAFLAD, will be embarking on the unifying campaign, giving her voice to the cause in a bid to inspire collective action to close the gender gap across the 4 campaign pillars in Botswana. The campaign will be targeting the entire community. The community leaders, implementing partners including CSOs, schools, health providers, young people, men and boys, women and girls. Ever since this campaign was launched, Botswana is the 10th country to launch.
This indeed is a noble initiative born out of a collective commitment to a fair and just society, marking a significant step towards creating a world where every individual, regardless of gender, has equal opportunities to thrive and succeed. As we gather here this morning, it is important for us to recognize that gender equality is not just a lofty ideal, but a fundamental human right. Today we embark on a journey that goes beyond rhetoric, a journey that actively dismantles barriers that hold women and girls back in health, education, economic empowerment, gender-based violence, and other important aspects of life.
Government has also implemented various programs to empower women economically and socially. Also, government has made efforts to increase women's representation in politics and decision-making positions. Botswana has made progress in improving access for education for girls, and there's been an increased enrollment of girls in schools. In terms of financing for health, Botswana has reached and surpassed the recommended health spend as set by the World Health Organization, which is $86 per person. We have reached that and surpassed it.
Being mothers of our respective nations, and as we use our advocacy platforms, together we are once again taking a part in the front lines to close the gender gaps on our continent through the unifying campaign. History has it, we have experienced some of it, where numerous calls and pleas the world over, including Botswana, have been made for gender equality. In addition, studies and research have been undertaken, all proving that there are substantial economic benefits and development gains that our nations stand to accrue with this milestone achieved. It follows, therefore, that this crucial component of development, that is gender equality, is embedded in all development plans, the global being the Sustainable Development Goal 5 on gender equality, the African Union Aspiration 6, our own Botswana Vision 2036 and development be emphasized. Despite the goals and aspirations of nations and progress achieved so far by our very government, the reality is a far cry to what these goals and aspirations call for. Take a recent number. According to the World Economic Forum's Global Gender Gap Report of 2023, it will take 131 years to close the overall global gender gap at the current rate of progress. Here at home, we know the percentage of women in political leadership. This is after 57 years of independence. It is not altogether good. Many of you are aware that empowerment of women and girls has remained a strategic focus area of the advocacy work delivered in the Office of the First Lady. It is also a personal priority, and this priority is elevating women and girls. Just recently, I was recognized as the UNAIDS champion for the empowerment and engagement of adolescent girls and young women. I mentioned challenges that the young women face, and therein, aspects of these 4 pillars were mentioned. So the 4 pillars, i.e. health, gender-based violence, education, and economic empowerment of the We Are Equal campaign, actually complement the programs undertaken by the Office of the First Lady. For each of the 4 pillars, let's view these women as real live persons in terms of who is this woman, Meo Kemang, where is this woman, Meo Unnakokai, what are her life experiences, Meo Usidile kana utshela botshelo jo bo ntseng jang, what is holding her back from reaching her optimum, Meo o kganelwa ke eng go fitlhelela mo bokgoning jotlhe jo gagwe. Finally, and most importantly, how can I, as an individual or the organization I represent, make a difference in her life? I call on all key stakeholders to affirm their commitment to working together towards advancing gender equality. Besides Office of the First Lady, the Lion Ministry, political leadership, Dikhosi, the Gender Commission, CSOs, the private sector, youth and faith-based organizations. So all of you, basically. I also call on communities, similar to the plea that I made during the gender-based prevention campaigns, to say as communities, what are you doing to advance gender equality in your communities?
As we embark on this journey together, let us remember that the fight for gender equality is not a responsibility of the few, but it is a collective one. By unifying our voices, our actions, we can dismantle barriers that perpetuate gender inequalities and build a Botswana where everyone can thrive and reach their fullest potential.